Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're going to look at a SkullMammothmon deck profile for the Digimon card game Regulation Battle Volume 1. That is commons and uncommons only, so no promos, no rares, no super rares, no secret rares. And we're going to be trying to play a really efficient purple pile that's going to go really wide and try and maximize the fact that other decks should be slower in the format to kind of abuse wide board and hit really hard and really fast. So, starting with our eggs, 4 copies of the BT6 Tsunomon. Your turn. When you trash a card in your hand using one of your effects, you're going to trigger draw 1. We're hoping to just find our pieces with this, make sure that we have enough pieces in our hand to actually play what we want and have the answer when we need it. We're going to go 4 copies of BT13 Phascomon on deletion, draw 1, trash 1. We have lots of ways to play body, so this feels really nice. Be able to get a body on board that's just going to reward you with a draw and a trash. The inheritable here is going to synergize really nicely with some of our top end of opponent's turn, draw 1, then trash 1, and we can talk about that later. We have 2 copies of BT3 Gazimon. All turns your opponent can't gain memory except with tamer effects. Because there are none of the promo memory boosts, there's none of the promo trainings, you're primarily going to see your opponent gain memory through Digimon effects and by the lower rarity trainings that do still give you a boost effect with something else that is not a search effect. So this is going to stop your opponent from gaining memory from that, which I think makes this really important in most of the Regulation 1 decks kind of moving through the format. We're going to have 2 copies of BT5 Guilmon on deletion if this card was deleted by an effect, gain a memory. This is going to be a nice tool for what we're trying to do with cheating out memory. We are going to be running Alice, so this is going to be a way that we can actually recoup some memory on the Evo into a level 6, and we have ways to play out level 3, so we should be able to cheat this onto the board if we see it. We're going to go 4 copies of EX5 Labramon. On play by trashing a card in your hand, you can return a Digimon card with the Dark Animal or Shaman trait from trash to hand. Nice effect to recoup our pieces. More importantly, the inheritable says your turn. Once per turn, when an effect plays one of your Digimon, you gain a memory. We're going to be trying to play Digimon, hence going wide like we talked about earlier, so this should be a way for us to gain memory and get some efficiency on that. Moving to our level 4s, I'm on 4 copies of BT14 Loogarmon, when attacking by trashing a card in your hand, draw 1, and then if AG is in this card's sources, gain a memory, and the inheritable says when you play a card with the Dark Animal or SOC trait, gain a memory. All of our level 4s are Dark Animal. We have a level 3 and a level 5 that are Dark Animal, so that has potential to trigger quite a bit, and when attacking, trashing a card, draw a card. We'll be able to trigger Tsunomon, find more pieces on top of drawing from this effect, and we do actually run the Cracker Fang Tamer because that is, I believe, an uncommon, so we will have a way to have AG in our sources and gain the memory, which is really awesome. We're going to run 4 copies of the EX5-006 on play. One of your Digimon gains Retaliate until the end of your opponent's turn. That could matter because we have ways to play back level 4s on the board, and the opponent might have blockers. This is a way to dissuade them from blocking, or for you to trade up by swinging with the Retal body. When Digivolving, draw 1, trash 1. If Dobromon or X-Anti is in your sources, you activate the on-play. That won't happen. There's no Dober or X-Antibody in this deck list, so primarily you're going to be drawing 1, trashing 1. And the inheritable says when an effect plays one of your Digimon, you gain a memory. Again, looking for that efficiency in our stack, gaining back memory when we play a Digimon. We are going to also have 2 copies of the BT8 BlackGatomon. It has Rush and Retaliate as an inherit. The Rush is really what we care about here, being able to play this with all of our myriad of ways to play level 4 Digimon in this deck. We want to play this, swing out with it, get our value from it, and then hopefully play it back later and keep doing that. For our level 5 package, 3 copies of BT17 Cerberusmon Werewolf mode. This might be weird in a vacuum. You can kind of see what's going on with the level 6s down there, but we need the blue color in this deck. So this is going to evo for 4 on one of our level 4s. When Digivolving, you may play a level 3 blue or purple Digimon from your trash or from one of your sources without paying the cost at the end of your opponent's next turn. Return it to the hand. Do not underestimate how good that effect is. Be able to cheat out a Gazimon to block your opponent's memory gain effects until the end of their turn. Awesome. Being able to cheat out any level 3 from trash like Guilmon per se to use with our Alice to then sacrifice and go into our level 6. Also really great. This does have the Dark Animal trait as a rule as well, which does matter for our Pharaohmon. And then all turns, the inheritable, when an effect plays one of your Digimon, return one of your opponent's Digimon to the hand, a level 3 Digimon. That's great for keeping the board trimmed down and trying to stop our opponents from going wide as well. We are going to run 3 copies of Phascomon from EX6. This has Scapegoat. When Digivolving, play a level 3 purple Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. Good way to get a body on the board for a really cheap rate. The inheritable says opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you may play a level 4 or lower purple Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. I do want to bring up, as an alternative to this card, you can run the, I believe it's BT11 or BT10, Warusijamon, that is blue-purple. It's a 4-cost evo, plays a level 3 from your sources. The inheritable will gain you a memory when you play Digimon by an effect. That also synergizes really well in the deck. I liked the lower rate on this card. The inheritable comes up sometimes when the opponent swings and they die. You get a free level 4 off of it. The Warusijamon costs you more to evo in the moment, but it can offer you some better color fixing and a better inheritable. So it's up to you to weigh what you want to run in this slot. Personally, I am going with the Phascomon at the moment. And then we do have 2 copies of BT16 Helloogarmon. It has Retaliate, it's a 4-cost Evo, and then end of opponent's turn by deleting this Digimon, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. This can catch single stack decks pretty well. You can burn their stack, burn this, and then on deletion you get to play a Loogarmon or AG from your trash without paying the cost. That's going to be great because we do have the Cracker Fang, which is treated as an AG, so we can play the Cracker Fang from the trash for free with this card. Just nets you a free memory setter on top of clearing out an opponent's stack. Really great body to have in this deck. For our level 6 suite, you can see we have a blue Digimon here. That is kind of, we're using the Werewolf mode for this. That's why I mentioned the Warusijimon at all. It is BT10 Regalecusmon. I hope I said that right. When Digivolving, you trash the bottom 2 Digivolution cards of one of your opponent's Digimon. This is actually better than it sounds. There's some troublesome eggs that you can get rid of with this. Some level 3 inherits that maybe you don't want to deal with. This is good for dumping those. The really nasty thing here is when attacking, if your opponent has a Digimon with no Digivolution cards in play, you may play a level 3 Digimon card and a level 4 Digimon card from this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying their play cost. So if your opponent makes a mistake, well, air quote mistake, and they put like a level 3 on board, they put a mem blocker, they put something on the board without any sources under this, if you get into this and then swing with it, you're playing out a level 3, you're playing out a level 4, and you're getting really wide for your trouble, which is really nasty, especially since we talked about this format being slower. Going from 1 body to 3 bodies on the board can be really difficult for your opponent to play with. And we can still have our level 3 in this stack. That's worth mentioning. The Cerberusmon Werewolf mode play and the Phascomon play a level 3 from the trash. I guess you wouldn't be playing Phascomon and going into this, but the Werewolf mode plays a level 3 from the trash, which means you still have a level 4 and a level 3 in your stack, so you can get 2 bodies out of this, hopefully all of the time. We are going to also run 2 copies of BT16 Pharaohmon on play, and when Digivolving, delete a level 4 or lower Digimon. Awesome removal. Your turn, once per turn, when an effect deletes another Digimon, you may play a level 5 or lower Digimon card with the Undead or Dark Animal trait from your trash without paying the cost. So if you pop something, you can get your Cerberusmon Werewolf mode on the board. You can get the BlackGatomon with Rush. You can get the Lugar, the Dober X, or the Labramon. So all of those are great options. Obviously, BlackGato with Rush is pretty fantastic, but the Cerberusmon also lets you get into the Regalecusmon really fast and continue to apply some momentum with the ability to go pretty ham there. Then we're going to have 4 copies of ST16 SkullMammothmon. When Digivolving, draw 1, then trash card in your hand. All turns once per turn, when one of your effects trashes a card in your hand, you may play a level 4 or lower purple Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. This does say all turns once per turn, I do want to point out. So what's really nice about this is this Phascomon inherit that says end of opponent's turn, once per turn, draw 1, then trash 1. That means on your turn, you can do the draw 1, trash 1, play your level 4. Maybe you swing this BlackGatomon, you get your rush check, and then at the opponent's turn, if they don't answer the SkullMammothmon, you're going to trigger that Phascomon inherit, and you're going to get another level 4 for your troubles, which is kind of difficult for the opponent to deal with, I believe. It's just a lot of offensive pressure to be applying, especially in a slower format. For our options, I'm on 4 copies of Mist Boost from BT8. It's going to fill our trash by trashing top 2, letting you draw 1, and the delay effect gains us a memory, or sorry, 2 memory. That's just going to be good generically. It fits in the deck, and it is quite efficient. For removal, I did want to have an option. I have 2 copies of EX3 Megiddo Flame. On main, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, and then you can delete one of your Digimon to delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon instead. With all the ways we have to play back level 3s effectively for free, this is just a 4-cost option to burn one of your opponent's Digimon. If you can't answer it with one of your effects already, then this is kind of a good way to do that, in my opinion, especially if you play out the BT5 Guilmon that lets you gain a memory when you sack it. Then this becomes a 3-cost removal option to pop the opponent's stack. The security effect also lets you play a Guilmon from your trash, so if you happen to have one of your 2 copies of Guilmon in the trash, this nets you a free body. Pretty awesome. For the tamers, I'm on 3 copies of Cracker Fang. It's a 4-cost tamer. It's a memory setter. Mind links to a Digimon with the Dark Animal or SOC trait. What is cool about this is that we can play that BlackGatomon with Rush, mind link it to the Cracker Fang, and then because this gives a Dark Animal or SOC trait alliance and blocker, we can either alliance with the SkullMammothmon or whatever you use to play that body, and then get a big check-in with the BlackGato, or we can leave blockers on the board. So if we play the Dober X with an on-play effect, it gets retail. We can mind link the AG. Now we have a blocker retail body. Fantastic. And then, like we mentioned earlier, 3 copies of the EX2 Alice McCoy. When one of your Digimon would evo from 5 to 6, you can delete one of your Digimon to reduce the cost by 3, because we're playing out a lot of level 3s. Being able to sack one to get into our level 6s that I believe all cost 4. This is good. This is just going to help us conserve momentum and not be passing over every time we evo into a level 6. So that is what I have for Tamer Battle Regulation 1. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What are you doing in this format? I've always been somebody who has been pushing for more and more formats, so I wanted to make sure I do a couple of deck profiles in this format, and I'd love to hear what you guys' thoughts are in the comments down below. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Thank you to our channel members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong, Big Z11, Coffee Deus, and Digidane who make videos like this possible.